Hey guys, I know it's been so long since I was last on here. I think it's been about a year since my last video was posted, but I'm back and I know it's my own fault for not posting in so long, and that's just because of my own biggest obstacle, and I just feel like I don't do enough interesting things in my life to be continuously vlogging and posting, and I'm like, who's gonna want to watch this? But I'm gonna throw that mentality out the window just because I love posting videos, I love looking back at my videos, and I want to keep pursuing YouTube. So I'm just gonna keep vlogging my life as is, and yeah, I'm back. You can tell by the title, in this video we're just gonna be catching up. I think we have a year's worth of life events to catch up on, and so yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. It's gonna be a really chill video. You guys are actually propped up on my bed right now, and as you can see, Midas has joined us on the bed, so if the camera starts to randomly move, that's why. I'll probably be inserting like little video clips or pictures on the screen throughout all my stories, just in reference to what I'm talking about. Maybe. If I don't be mad at me, but I might do that. So I think the last birthday video I did on here, I was turning 21 and I'm now 22, so I guess we could start there with the life update. So I turned 22 and I celebrated my birthday in Chattanooga, Tennessee, which I know is such a random location, but I'm really happy that that's where I chose because I fell in love with Tennessee and we just had the most amazing time. I think the vibe I was going for my birthday this year was just like very like naturey and like chill and just like a relaxing place to go. So I chose Tennessee and it was the perfect location. It was a small group of 4 of us. It was just me, my boyfriend, and 2 of my best friends, and so it was perfect. And we got this really cute Airbnb, which was like a cabin styled home, and it was awesome. It was the perfect size for us, and the best part is that they had a swing in the living room, which you know we took advantage of, and it was so much fun. It was definitely the highlight and the deciding factor on what made me choose that Airbnb, and it was just great. Yeah, we drove all the way to Tennessee together. It was like a 7 to 8 hour drive from where we're from, and it was a fun little road trip there. It was definitely a lot worse on the way back just because no one's really looking forward to coming home. We were only there for 3 days, and I had a whole itinerary planned of like things we were gonna do throughout the days, and so we did like incline railway, which is like the steepest passenger railway in the country or the world, I'm not really sure, but it was lots of fun. And then we also did Rock City Gardens, which was a really fun walk. We did Ruby Falls, which is the caverns, and then we took a hike to Sunset Rock, and we went at the most perfect time because it was fall, and so the trees were like red and orange and yellow, and it was just such a beautiful hike, and I'm so happy that we did it. And on the last day we went antiquing, and the antique shops at Tennessee are so great, so that was a lot of fun. And then we drove home. But yeah, that was basically the trip. Also, I did not vlog while I was there, which makes me so mad to think about now because I'm pretty sure I've been recording most of my birthday since I was like 15 or 16, and so the fact that I took a trip for this birthday and just didn't record makes me so upset. Like to this day I think about it, I'm like, why did I not record the Tennessee trip? Beats me, but it makes me really mad to think about. Okay, next life update. I don't think this has been in my other videos, but I got tattoos. As you can see, I have one here and then I have one on my back. I'll try to insert pictures for reference, but again, I didn't record me getting tattoos, which I don't know why I did, because I recorded when I went to go get my nose pierced, and I had been wanting a tattoo for so long, and so you would think I would record a getting my first tattoo video, but no, I didn't. Which again, I'm really mad about. You're gonna realize that it's a common theme in this video, that this entire year I'm really mad that I didn't record any of it. But I'm here talking to you guys about it now, so I guess it'll make up for it. But yeah, I got a tattoo on my arm. As you can see, it's just a body hugging herself, and then there's like flowers growing out of the body. But the thing is, I decided to switch it up and add my own like personal touch to it. And so the flowers are actually my family's birth flowers, and I love that because I always have a piece of my family with me. All right, so I don't know if you can see this clearly, but the bigger flower is me, it's November. And then we have the rose, which is June, I'm pretty sure, so that's my brother. Then we have a lily, which is May. This one, don't even remember the name of the flower, but it's October and it's for my dad. So next life update is that I surprised Chris for his birthday, which was a few months ago, and I did try to record this one, but my camera died 5 minutes into me trying, so that was bad. But anyways, I think one of my most recent videos on my channel right now is me surprising Chris for his birthday last year, where I took him skydiving, and because I took him skydiving, it was so hard to figure out what to do this year for him, just because how do you top skydiving? You can't. And so I went with my next best idea, which was to surprise him with a cabin trip, and it was a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that we did it. I feel like we both really needed that time to just kind of relax, and we had stayed there for a day and a night, or just overnight. And so we stayed overnight, and it was a lot of fun, and every time I try to surprise Chris for his birthdays, he always guesses somehow what I'm doing. And so this year I didn't want to drop any hint or give it away in any way. And so the day of, I blindfolded him and I drove us there, and I kept him in the car for a sec while I set up the room. And I brought a basket of like paint supplies and canvases, and then I also brought us a pizza because it's his favorite food, and so we needed it, of course. And so yeah, when I brought him inside and he took off the blindfold, he was like really excited and happy, and we spent the day mainly just painting, because the whole point of the trip was to kind of, you know, get away and get off your phone and stuff. And so we spent the day painting, and then come nighttime we had a bonfire and we made s'mores, and then after the bonfire we came back inside and I was just reading a book, and then Chris continued to paint. And so it was just a very relaxing and nice day. And then the best part about it was that we were also able to bring Midas with us because they're very pet friendly, and when we walked into the room they had like doggy bowls and some doggy s'mores treats, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun for all of us, and we definitely want to go back soon. And speaking of Midas, I think the last video he was in was the video where we had first brought him home at 8 weeks. Well, he's now 1 year old, and he's about 50 to 60 pounds, so he's a lot bigger than you guys had seen him in the last video. But we celebrated his birthday in January, not too long ago. And Chris and I had a fun day planned for his birthday, and then the day comes and Chris actually had COVID, and so he wasn't able to join us on the festivities for Midas, but he was sick, so I took over and I made sure that Midas still had a good day, which I feel like all the odds were against us that day because Chris had COVID. That day was like the first snowfall of like the season, and it was snowing pretty hard, so everything was closed and the roads were bad and we just couldn't go anywhere. And so I remember I took Midas out that day for his first walk of the day, and he had never seen snow, so I guess it was a good birthday surprise for him, but he was so terrified of it at first and he just didn't know what to do with it. But then once he got comfortable, he loved it and was just playing around in the snow. Luckily at some point in the day conditions got kind of better, and so we were able to drive, and I mean me, Midas, and my dad, we were able to drive to this like dog bakery that we had close by, and I just got Midas a bunch of treats and like a little doggy cupcake, and I got him a toy. And then we came home and I made him a doggy like puppuccino, which is just whipped cream, because Starbucks was also closed, so we had to make it at home. And yeah, I made my family sing happy birthday to him, which is so funny, but he's like my son, so we had to celebrate his birthday. And so we got the cupcake, we put the little candle in there, sang happy birthday to him, I gave him his treats, and I gave him his puppuccino, and he just played around in the snow, and it was a good day. So I think he had a fun birthday. Also, I bought him like a little like doggy birthday hat and like a bandana and stuff, and so he was wearing it all day, which I'm surprised about. He didn't try to take off his hat, which was perfect because he just looked so funny and cute all day. But yeah, so that was his birthday. And a little update about Midas is that he's also now in training classes. So we have him starting off with the prerequisite class, which is just like basic manners, where they teach him to sit and stay and down, which honestly he has most of that all down already. No pun intended. But he already has most of that down. We taught him sit pretty fast when we first got him. He learned down, and he knows paw, he knows stay. But the problem is he knows all of this, but the second we get out in public, it's just like all goes out the window. Like he won't listen to us, and that's what we're really trying to work on him with. So he's just in the prerequisite class right now, but we hope to put him in street manners next, which is a class to teach him to not pull on the leash or like run away, or I don't know, just to behave better on leash, because he's so bad on leash. He just pulls like crazy. And like I said, now that he's bigger, he'll like pull my entire body. So we really need to get him to work on his walking on leash skills. And then we also want to get him into a home manners class, which is where they'll teach him to not like bark out the window like crazy at people, and to not jump on people when they walk in, because he just gets so excited. He's a very, very friendly and lovable puppy. Like, he loves people, but he just gets too crazy when he sees them. So the second anybody walks in, he's just like jumping on them, and like wants all their attention and stuff. So we just want to teach him to calm down a little bit and teach him when the right time and place is for all of these behaviors and excitement that he has bundled up in his body. But yeah, but for the most part, he's doing well. Like I said, he's 1 year old now, and he's just the light of my life, and I can't imagine my life without him, and I don't even know how we used to have a life without him. But he's such a good doggy. He's just the sweetest puppy ever. So the second to last life update is that I have a new job now. I think I mentioned briefly in one of my old videos that I had a small business where I was making custom chocolate covered strawberries, which I still have that business. It still exists. I just kind of put it on pause for a bit because my new job is scheduling me about 5 to 6 days a week, which I'm not mad about, but that's taking up so much of my time, and I just don't feel like I would have the time to dedicate and give my all and my best work to my business. So I put that on pause for a second, and my new job right now is that I'm working at Aerie, and Aerie is one of my favorite stores ever. My whole closet was filled with just Aerie clothing and stuff, and that's the only place I wanted to shop. And so I decided, why not just apply and get a job at Aerie? So I did, and I'm so happy I did, because I love it, and it has just brought me the most amazing friends, and yeah, just people I'm so happy I met, and I finally have friends here in Richmond. And they're just all so sweet and so nice, and the work, you know, is not bad at all. And yes, I'm really happy I'm there. I've been there for about 3 to 4 months now. And sadly, I'm gonna have to eventually leave it once I leave Richmond and, you know, move out. But I'm making the most of the time right now, and I've just made such amazing friends, and so I'm so happy to be there. And the last life update is that I'm graduating in 2 weeks. I graduate college in 2 weeks. That's so surreal. Like, it hasn't even hit me that I'm really leaving college already. And it's such a bittersweet moment, because I'm happy I don't have to worry about assignments and like tests and stuff anymore, which it still hasn't hit me that I really don't have to worry about that anymore. It's crazy. But it's also sad because I'm leaving college and I have to go into the real world now, which is crazy, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life, but we'll figure it out. And for those of you who don't know, I actually transferred colleges 3 different times between my entire college career, which obviously was not the plan I had set for myself when I had graduated from high school. I didn't see myself like switching between 3 different colleges, but at the end of the day, everything happened the way it was supposed to, and I'm really happy for all the experiences and everything I've learned throughout all of it. And I'm especially happy that I ended up where I was supposed to, which is the college I'm graduating from right now. I actually spent 2 years here, and I'm happy I did. I'm happy I finally found the one that was meant for me, and that everything went the way it did. It just hasn't hit me yet that we're leaving college. That's insane. So yeah, that's pretty much all the life updates I have for you guys. I think those are like the key highlights of this past year, and things that just sadly I didn't think to record. But like I said, I hope to be back now and be a little more consistent with videos and just record certain things and have them to look back on. And I hope this video wasn't like super confusing. I feel like when I like sit down and talk, it just like comes out in like random spurts, and then things just don't make sense. So hopefully it all made sense and you guys were able to follow along and maybe kind of enjoyed hearing some of my updates. But yeah, I have another video already filmed and ready to post, so that will be coming out probably next week. So stay tuned for that, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Say hi, people. I'm big now. You want to show them how you can do paw? Look, paw. Good boy.